delivery.
I am Liz Imperiali with Bucketlist.
Hey, and I'm Matt, the vocals of Cryptopsy and the host of the Vox and Hops podcast.
And you're watching Bucketlist
TV.
Matt, how do you have, like, to me it's like almost like you have different, well, you do have different personalities in a way because you're so calm, you know, like right now, and then on stage you become this like crazy hair flowing monster growling man. How do you like prepare yourself for that when you're about to go on stage?
There's always this moment right before the set starts during an intro that the transformation happens. It's a really cathartic experience. I was a really angry teenager, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I had a horrible temper. Going from like 9 and older. I was very socially awkward, as most metalheads tend to be, and I was very shy and kept to myself, but still wanted to be in the spotlight, but didn't know how to do that.
Wow.
And as I got more into the band scene and scream, you know, I started off singing clean and then screaming a little bit and then screaming more and more until the point that I was in Cryptopsy and death metal vocals had to become a part of my life. And since then, and meeting my wife all around the same time, I don't know what really caused one thing or the other, but I feel calmer.
Yeah, you're very zen. You're very zen to even be around your energy and everything. It's very. But then I saw Cryptopsy last. When was it? It was in December.
Yes, at Le National.
Yes.
With Barf, La Grande Guignolée.
Yes,
is what it was. Yes.
And I was like, God damn, look at him go, because I'm just used to, you know, the podcasting and like seeing the calmer side of you, especially considering the kind of work you do, you know, as your day job. Like, explain to the watchers here what do you do for work?
I've always worked with little kids.
It's
in a good way. In a good way.
I love it.
Not in a dangerous way. No, I grew up. My first job ever was working in a day camp, and I remember being 16 years old and sitting down with this group of 6-year-olds and thinking, oh shit, what am I going to do with these kids for a whole summer? And then year after year, I just kept going back to work in summer camps. And it got to the point when I was studying in science and I hated it. And then I just dropped out and started working just like for Walmart, just pointless jobs that I was doing nothing. I was in 3 Mile Scream at the time, playing some shows. That was exciting. But then I needed something more, and I realized I was drunk at this party one night, and there's a funny story. This girl was at this party. I've seen her twice in my life. Was at this party, and she made me realize, you like kids so much, why don't you become an educator, work in daycare? And I was like, yes. It was
That's
like
amazing.
This eureka moment. And then me and my wife went on our first date 17 years ago, and we were at the Just for Laughs festival, walking up the street, and I crossed that same girl that night. Isn't that weird?
You changed my life, lady.
Yeah, twice. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I don't remember her name. I don't remember what she looks like, but it's funny.
Wow.
Yeah. So I work with little kids in a daycare for the past 10, 12 years I've been doing that.
That's amazing.
It's very different. It's yin and yang, as opposed to, people are always shocked that I do that, and I don't tell the parents right away when I get like a new group of children.
I'm in Cryptopsy.
There's been points when early on in my career when parents have found out.
Oh no!
And they were like Googling and like sending it via email to the other parents, but at that point I had their trust and their respect, and it ended up being well. They were like, yeah. So I'm very different, obviously, from being on stage. Being in a classroom with a bunch of 4 or 5-year-olds.
Yeah,
it's the same job basically, except I'm doing the opposite thing, because instead of wanting the crowd to go crazy, it's still just feeling a room and taking the energy down versus bringing it up. Right.
Yeah. It's almost like you're a comic book character in a way, because you have this one persona and then you become the Incredible Hulk on stage almost. So
it's funny, I got tagged in that meme that was going around there.
Really?
And I watched the Avengers this past weekend, and then I saw the scene when it was from there when the Hulk is like even finally being revealed as being calm. Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you started a podcast. When did it start exactly? It's been
it's been 1 year. I launched October 26th of last year.
Yes.
At this point last year, I was just conducting my first interviews, and I conducted 10 interviews before I launched because I wanted to have a bunch of content that I could share all at once. So that's what I did. So around this time last year is when I got into the idea of launching Vox and Hops, my podcast. I really, really like craft beer. And
I don't.
It's a little bit of an obsession. And it has been a little bit of an obsession over the past 5 years of my life. And I love metal, and I love hanging out with my metal friends and chatting with them. And then I come home from tour and I share all these stories with all my friends. And it just came to the point where I was staying at home last year. I was on a sabbatical. And we don't watch TV with my children. So I was at home with my then 2-year-old daughter, and we don't watch TV with our kids.
That's good. I
yes,
support that.
I love it. Yes. Yes. And I just started listening to podcasts during the winter because the days were shorter and longer at the same time, felt longer at the same time. So I started listening to the Jasta Show, the X-Man, Doc Coyle's podcast, and Off Camera with Sam Jones. I love him, one of the best interviewers out there. And I got this idea that I could do this. It's not so complicated. There's a lot of work that goes into it now that I know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a ton of work into podcasting.
So I put my two loves together and came up with Vox and Hops on my wife's birthday. We went out to dinner and just hashed out like the whole idea.
Very cool. And so we kind of decided to do something a little special for this episode because I'm not a beer person at all. I don't know my beers. I like Belgian beer. That's all I know. I like fruity anything. So Matt's challenge today is to give me a beer that he's convinced that I will like. So
that's
it's
correct.
This one right here?
Yes.
So explain.
This is actually the brewery that really got me on my craft beer game.
Oh.
It's from Le Castal. Their IPA, Yakima IPA, is one of the ones that really turned me on to craft beer in a whole new way. And I've been following them on just about everything that they release. I always check it. So this is called the Roselle, and it is a sort of a special beer because it's like a blended beer. So they age a certain part of the beer for a certain amount of time, and then they mix it with a young version. And this one's sort of special because they aged a certain part of it on these cherries that they used on another beer that they have called Cities, and they reused the cherries, and then they added hibiscus flower to it. So it's quite special, and I'm excited to share it with you.
Sounds interesting. Okay, so we're gonna share that.
I need a bottle opener.
Yes, Jason, our lovely. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Our I won't say mascot, but
Jason can service. Jason can
slave.
Come service.
Come in
service, so I don't have to put my mic down.
Be fancy. Be a fancy boy.
It's a beautiful color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that's my color, red, as you can see
from the cherries and yeah.
Okay. Very excited to try this.
And it clocks in. You were and when you saw it at first, you were like, "Ooh, it's a heavy beer. It's a 6.3."
Yeah.
But it's not so bad. It's actually.
Am I gonna get drunk? Okay.
Well,
here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
It smells like it's aged with wild yeast, Brett yeast. You can smell that right off the bat. The color's a beautiful, nice cherry hue. It's a little bit sour. It's fruity.
I don't know.
It's Belgian.
I need to wait a little bit before I can decide. Hold on.
It's not as sour as you would expect it to be.
I taste the cherry. I actually really like it. It's very light.
Yes. It's almost like a sangria-ish
That's what I was gonna
sort of
say.
vibe, or
It has
it's a closer thing to a wine than a beer.
Yeah, Thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers. I'm enjoying this.
Mission accomplished.
He won for this one, for this challenge.
Cheers.
We have more challenges to come, so.
I in return challenge Liz because not everyone knows this, but I am a vegan with everything except for beer. I drink beer. A lot of beers are filtered through fish bladders, and some people know that. And before you write a bunch of comments about that, and I will drink beer with lactose because you can't have a beer podcast and not drink all the beer. So
that's right. You're so not metal. You are a vegan. You work with children. Like, what is happening right now?
I'm like a hipster that fell into a death metal band.
You are. This is not right. So my challenge that Matt gave to me was to find a vegan pizza that he would enjoy. because he doesn't eat pizza anymore.
I miss cheese the most. Cheese was the last thing I cut out,
Yeah.
and I miss a good slice of pizza.
Disgrace.
So let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know your love affair with pizza.
Oh, my love affair with pizza. Okay, so everybody knows me as the pizza, I guess the pizza woman. I'm called, well, my nickname is DJ Lizard Queen. I'm a DJ as well. But also, I love pizza. And I even have it tattooed on my arm. My two passions, pizza and music. Right? I don't know if you're able to catch this. But it's hard. I mean, I'm Italian. I'm half Italian. So that's pretty much my main reason. I grew up in this. I love the just bread, the cheese, the meats, the sauce, the combination. I love making it. It's just such a comfort food. I don't know. And everybody who eats it around me, I'm like really going all out with this.
I like it. I feel the passion. I feel it.
Is very just happy. You know, every pizza just makes people happy, and it makes me happy. And we have so much pizza here, and I'm dying to have some soon with Jason and Matt and Mihaela, who's filming the lovely Mihaela. But yeah, I don't know. It just became this whole big thing, and it's funny because I started expressing that more and more on social media, and now everybody is just sharing pizza memes with me, or buying me pizza socks, or just the most random pizza gifts that you can think of, and it's become this whole big thing. So I'm not complaining, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's why it made sense to me to do the pizza challenge. Let's see what you got.
Okay, so
I'm sure it will pair very well with Roselle.
This is our non-vegan, so we're just going to put that here for a second.
Make some space for you.
And this is the pizza I got for you, Matt. It is from a restaurant on St. Catherine.
Let's see what this gets.
Okay, so it's called, look at that.
Oh, yes.
Il Focaccia.
Oh, I know that place.
Yeah.
I used to go there all the time. Yeah. On St. Denis Square there.
Okay. Oh, I smell the garlic.
Yes.
Oh.
Phillip Square. Yes,
yeah.
I used to go there all the time with my wife back in the day. She's gonna be super happy to know there's a vegan pizza there.
Yeah, everything about this.
In years.
There you go, and it's completely vegan. Even the crust.
Amazing.
And the cheese is like their own special earth. What is it called?
Earth Island.
Earth Island. Yeah, and yeah. So let us know what you think.
I'm sure it's gonna be delicious.
It smells really
like
good.
Pizza. It smells like Italian pizza.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Is
it's
the
really
crust
good.
like, I'm curious about the crust.
Go for it.
Well, no, this is for you. This is for you.
Don't be afraid.
And we'll have a little. Okay, I'll
have a little bite.
Okay, I'll have just a bite. Hold on. Okay, because I want to see what I'm curious about the dough, the the vegan dough.
It's delicious. Yeah.
Because like they have
very impressed.
Yeah.
Little focaccia. It's the best sound. We're gonna love it. I'm just gonna love editing.
So Il Focaccia, downtown Montreal. Delicious, very delicious.
And I used to go there, and I will go back. So thank you for reintroducing me to it.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad that it ended up turning out so well. Like the crust is really good.
Mm-hmm. The cheese is actually really good.
Yeah, the cheese is amazing.
Yeah. It's not Daya, which makes me happy.
Right? Yeah. I was like, we're not getting Daya cheese. Daya cheese, I feel so bad for vegans.
It tastes like butter, sort of.
It's made of tapioca, so it has like that sweet yet salty, nasty, creamy, whatever. I don't know how vegans can do it with a Daya.
I went to this place, Gusta makes sausages at the Marché Jean Talon, and they make their own cheese. And I was eating this thing, like a breakfast burrito that had their cheese, and I was like, did their cheese get better, or did I just forget what cheese tastes like? And my wife was like, you just forgot what cheese tastes like.
Yeah, no, Gusta has good cheese. Their cheese is made of cashew nuts, and it melts pretty well. Like it has that stringy kind of texture as well. But I'm really glad that we found a vegan pizza that works.
Yes. Yeah. So we're 1 for 1.
Yeah. So we won the challenges, which is interesting.
I knew that we're experts in our own right.
We are experts. There you go. So we have other challenges.
Yes.
Shall we bring them? Shall we like?
Yes. Let's jump right into it.
Jump right into it.
Don't you like watching shit on the internet?
Isn't it better than reading shit?
Stay tuned.
Bucketlist TV.
2020.
We ate so much pizza just now.
It was delicious.
Yeah,
I'm happy to have pizza back in my life.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go. There we go.
All
So-
this food had me thinking of these awesome restaurants in the world that have metal themed dishes, such
Right.
as in Ottawa there's the Coven, which has a Cryptopsy burger, which ironically
Ooh.
has cheese and smoked meat on it. When two of Cryptopsy, one of them is a vegetarian and one's a vegan, so I think that's funny. But we're from Montreal, so there's smoked meat.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it makes sense. So what is the burger? It's smoked meat, cheese.
Oh,
You don't know the
I
actual.
can't go that deep into it.
We can
Let's
look it
Google
up.
it. Yeah.
Like, we can look it up right now because I'm curious.
Yeah, and there's also in Chicago there is
Kuma's Corner.
where they make just awesome metal
bands burgers. Yeah. Let's look up the Cryptopsy burger.
from the Coven.
Oh,
Let's see what it is.
my
Cryptopsy burger.
assistant. Okay.
Montreal smoked meat, dill pickles, Dijon mustard, and Swiss cheese.
Oh, that sounds delish. But it sounds very metal too.
There's also an agonist burger. Speaking of.
There's an
Vicky,
agonist
yeah.
burger. So bacon, sautéed onions, mushroom, blue cheese, and mayo.
I miss blue cheese
That's
too.
yeah. Oh, that's true. You can't have blue cheese.
I like it though. I used to like it. Yeah.
But you made a good choice becoming vegan. Being vegan is the smart choice after I just ate a bunch of meat.
No. It is what it is. And, I watch one too many Netflix documentaries.
Yes. Or
So
YouTube.
all of this talking about restaurants making metal themed burgers and sandwiches made me thinking, why isn't there a pizza joint?
Good question.
And then there's Three Floyds that makes beers for Obituary, for a bunch of other metal bands. Maybe how could we challenge ourselves one step further? Metal themed pizzas. And I'll continue with the metal themed beers. Now we got Jason. Jason has come up with a list of 5 bands.
And a phone that just magically appeared on a table.
We don't know these bands, so we'll see what he has for our challenge. So I'm going to come up with a style of beer, the beer that would go with that band, and Liz, you're going to come up with
Pizza that goes with the band. And then we're gonna see if our choices or our recipes or whatever you have it matches. If
It's a
you
good
can have
pairing.
good pairing.
Yeah.
Good pairing. Yeah.
So here we go. What you got for us?
So, all 5 bands that have been chosen, with the exception of one, which is my curveball for both of you, are bands that you or your brand has interviewed at some point in time. So
Awesome.
you know
Awesome.
Quite intimately. Except
Okay.
for my curveball. I actually dug
no.
for that for a
Oh,
while.
God.
So, band number 1, and it's a fucking easy one. Khemmis.
All right. So my pizza for Khemmis is calamari. Well, these are the recipe of it. So calamari, mushrooms, blue cheese, extra tomato sauce, mozzarella in a deep dish, and it's called the flesh to nothing.
Yes.
Gruesome.
I know, right? I can't wait to eat this. I'm gonna make it.
And your beer, Matty boy.
Hops, cinder, smoke, a lightly smoked dry hop pale ale with mosaic hops.
Okay, Matt sounded way sexier than I did.
Taken from the Ash Cinder Smoke song from the Absolution album. I hope I did you proud, Zach.
I don't think I did my boys proud. I'm sorry.
For your round 2 band, straight out of Boston, Massachusetts, it is Killswitch Engage. Lizard Green.
Do I go first again? I'm gonna speak very soft and sexy like Matt did before. So we have provolone, ground beef, onions, and hot peppers, and it is called the Curse.
Yes, I like it.
Well done.
When I interviewed Adam D, he had told me that he is a West Coast IPA fan.
Ooh.
And he joked even so much so that's why he left the East Coast and moved to San Diego. So I have the end of HazeCraze,
Love it.
a West Coast IPA hop with Citra.
Simple. See, this band is simple. Simple, but so good. So good.
Too simple.
Yeah.
You forgot that Adam D likes extra cheese, though. I may have to deduct points.
Right. That's true. He likes extra cheese, and yeah. I forgot about that.
You did indeed.
Yeah.
Are we ready for round 3?
We are ready for round
Yes.
3.
For
Go.
round 3, your band is from Savannah, Georgia, Baroness.
I'm really forgetting about this where they're from, and I'm not inspired. I'm not using that inspiration.
as you've gone first for the last two,
I'm failing all this.
we'll
Okay.
throw it in my...
Yes.
Okay, thank
I
you.
went simple. It was easy. It's called Hop Me.
I love it.
It's a double dry hop, double IPA with Wackatoo and Cascade hops.
Matt is killing the names. I suck at this. So my pizza, the ingredients are marinated eggplant, goat cheese, red onions, and red peppers. And it's called the Morning Star.
Yes. Should have cracked an egg on top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good idea. Crack an egg.
The morning star.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a very good idea.
Round 4, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for your round 4?
I am.
Yes.
Are you ready for your round 4?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Your round 4 band from Winnipeg, Manitoba is Comeback Kid.
Who's going to go first?
She went
Matt?
2 first.
Okay.
You're going to go 2 first.
Okay.
And we're going to
Okay.
fight for who gets the last one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going with the fact that they're a hardcore band more than a metal band, and I'm going to challenge myself even further to make a non-alcoholic beer. So, Comeback Kid, Wake the Dead. It's a non-alcoholic coffee oatmeal stout.
Ooh, that sounds delish. Delish. So I don't know if the guys are vegan, so I apologize for this because this is like the farthest thing from vegan. But my toppings for this Comeback Kid pizza are mac and cheese, bacon, mozzarella on top of that, and then chives on top of that. And it's called the Absolute.
Yes. Yes.
There you go.
Oh, I want to sing both of those songs right now. Final round! Are you ready?
Yes. Are
Are
you
you ready?
I am.
Are you ready?
I am so ready. Your final band is, and the curveball, as it's a band that neither of you have interviewed, from Sydney, fucking Australia, Thy Art is Murder!
So loud.
I know how to do it.
I'll go first.
Yes.
I'm going to do the Unholy Saisons.
Ooh.
A blended Saison with 50% Saison aged for 6 months in Shiraz casks, mixed with a younger version of the same beer.
Very good. Very good. So, I don't know if mine is even edible, but we'll try. We'll try because you never know. Someone in Australia might like this. In Australia, that's all I'm gonna say. So mine has ground kangaroo meat, blood pudding for sauce, beans, black beans, and mozzarella cheese on top. And it's called Make America Hate Again.
There you go.
Do I win?
I sincerely hope they see this, and just for how disgusting that is, I'm pretty sure you do.
So,
really
so
hope
how do we
so.
pick a winner? How do we pick a we sort of discussed?
Well, so what are we picking a winner on? Because we just made our own.
The best pairing?
Yeah, best pairings. We can do best pairings.
Which
What
pairings
pizza-
fit best together?
Yeah.
You guys at home, the viewers, comment in the comments and let us know.
Yeah. Comments on bucketlistmusicreviews.com, our Facebook, Bucketlist Music Reviews, Vox and Hops.
That's right, voxandhops.com.
There you go. We're going to be sharing this everywhere. So comment YouTube, comment there, comment wherever you see this. And we would really like to know what you think would be the best pair of famous beers and famous pizzas.
For famous metal acts. There's a breaking news story for Vox and Hops.
Oh.
October 26th, I'm going to be having a party.
Oh.
The 1-year anniversary party for Vox and Hops at Turbo House. There's going to be a live podcast.
Amazing.
Which will be happening. I have a secret guest, which I will be announcing shortly. And there's going to be a Q&A section after that. I am planning on brewing my own beer for it.
Amazing.
In association with a local Quebec brewery, a Vox and Hops alumni. Still in the works. I don't want to announce too much. And there'll be more info coming up on the Vox and Hops Facebook and all the socials.
That's super exciting. So October 26th?
October 26th.
Turbo
Reserve the
House.
day. Come out and hang out and celebrate 1 year of Vox and Hops.
Yay. We'll be there.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you for
Thanks.
taking me in and showing me a good vegan pizza.
Yes,
Yes.
And it was very good. It was, and thank you for
Cheers.
this beer.
Yes.
This beer is fantastic, and all the food that we just inhaled as well. And Jason for so kindly being our little slave boy today. Yeah. All right.
Cheers.